Hey, good evening, neighbor. I'm glad you stopped by. Well, it's the end of the day and time to wind down and just make a video and talk about have a plan. I always start with the plan. I'm a big planner. So I say have a plan. Some people don't plan, and that's their plan. So, it depends on if you like to make a plan or if you just want to go out and start doing things without a plan. I plan everything I can, and I always have. I look at not planning in this way. Example, if you're going on vacation and you're not sure where, you get in your vehicle and you start driving, and hopefully you have fuel because you have to plan to go get fuel. But if you don't have a plan, maybe you don't. So maybe you wanted to go to Tennessee, just for example. So you drive with no plan, and you just get on a highway and you start to drive. You could end up in Alaska or California or Colorado. You could end up anywhere. If you didn't plan the trip, the highways, to pack clothes or secure any lodging, it may not be a very enjoyable trip. All around a bad situation. Planning saves time and money, and it makes it more enjoyable with less stress. If I make a plan that I want to go to Alaska, do I want to fly? Do I want to drive? How many stops do I want to make all along the way? And where will I stay? Just plan everything out. Don't over-plan, because over-planning can cause more stress than you need. My suggestion is don't get up in the morning on vacation and have an 8 to 5 plan just like it was a regular job. Take time to just relax or chill out, or maybe you want to sleep in. That's what I say. Maybe you just sleep in and that's your plan. Or you don't want to plan at all on vacation. You're in Alaska and you just want to wing it. You want to go down the road and see what you can find. This makes it enjoyable and less stressful. And if you have too many sites to see on vacation and time frames to meet and deadlines to meet, that's stressful. And so you end up being more tired than if you just stayed at home. You saw things, but you're just exhausted and you're frustrated and you go, I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to go and relax. Vacation, rest. Planning is great when it comes to prepping also. I use a pen and a pad. I have a book that you see in the video, Trust Your Crazy Ideas. I've had this for a few years. A coworker gave this to me one year for Christmas. And she said, I think that you have some fabulous ideas, and I think everyone can benefit from them. Other people may think you're crazy, but I don't. I think you have some fabulous information to share with the world. And she knew that I was a prepper. She knew that I loved being self-sufficient, homesteading, being frugal, planning things. So she understood me. I have used this book ever since. And people who look at preppers or people who are self-sufficient, they may say, oh, those people are crazy. Well, I hope they think I'm crazy, because now I don't think that they even feel or think I'm crazy. They call and ask me, what should I do on this? What have you done on that? I need some help on this. So it's planning, always being ready, always having a plan. And you just start with a plan. I have other videos on prepping, gardening, planning, and much more. Get your family involved. Share ideas. Maybe if you have an offsite location with a group, a plan is a great idea. Who's going to do what when? Who's taking care of the garden? Who knows how to garden? May not want to put in someone that is dealing with the garden that doesn't know what they're doing in the garden. Plans change. I try to be very flexible. I start my garden and I find a new plant I want to try. This past year it was scorpion peppers. very, very hot peppers. But I wanted to see if these were going to be good for my garden in my area, so I planted them and I adjusted my plan. And yes, I did this and they did extremely well. Harvesting the rest of them this Saturday in a couple of days. They are very slow growers, but when they do start growing, they grow like crazy. And planting will take time. Give yourself some grace. It's an important part of prepping to take your time and make sure you try to do everything that you need for your family. And ask your spouse or your family or your friends, people who are like-minded, to review your plan. They might have some great suggestions. Well, I'm glad you stopped by this day, and I just wanted to let you know you might have a lot of great suggestions, and I think you do. So down in the comments, share your suggestions with the other viewers and the other people who might be first-timers coming to the channel and people who might be returning. Again, I'm really glad you stopped by, and I hope to see you again.